Venom. They're a predator. No, not like that. More like this. Okay, let me explain. Your job as Venom is to stalk the enemy team and exploit any holes in their defenses. For example, this innocent Rocket Raccoon who wandered too far from the pack, or this guy who took just enough damage that his healers weren't able to help him in time. Now, let's get into the lore, ability basics, typical attack patterns, and character interactions with Venom. First appearing in the Amazing Spider-Man comic, issue number 316, Venom is the anger baby born from Eddie Brock and an alien symbiote, formerly linked to Spider-Man. That's why his suit was black. With both of them having a mutual hate boner for Spidey, they were perfect for each other. While Venom started off as a villain whose main goal was to defeat Spider-Man, they become more of an anti-hero as time goes on, even teaming up with Spider-Man on occasion. Now that you know Venom, let's get to know his abilities. The basics. Venom is a web-swinging, wall-running, high-diving tank that can use their alien biology for healing, fighting, and biting. Venom's web swing allows you to quickly cover large distances. This makes it easy to get the jump on enemies or make a quick escape. Just remember you only get one web swing at a time with an 8-second cooldown, so try not to overcommit. There's a setting called Easy Swing, which is essentially training wheels for Venom. While active, the game automatically chooses what it believes to be the best anchor point for your webs, but this starts to become very limiting once you want to make more complex maneuvers, so be sure to turn this off as soon as you can. Venom's main attack is his tantalizing tentacle ticklers. 4 tendrils shoot out in a line with a short delay between each attack. For some extra damage, try to add a melee attack between your tentacle combo. This is the only primary attack of all the Vanguard heroes that can land a critical, so be sure to aim high. And yes, I know technically Bruce Banner can critical shot with his little pea shooter, but come on, let's be real. By the way, check out this range. His ability to hunt down targets truly shines when you combo his web swing with This allows Venom to dive to a highlighted location, dealing damage and knocking up those he lands on. Those in the center of his landing take more damage, so be sure to keep your main target there. And remember, you have to be at least 3 meters in the air for this ability to activate. Once you knock him up, you gotta tie him down with his next ability.
I like you, and I want you.
This ability shoots tendrils out to nearby enemies, slowing them and dealing damage if they can't get away from you in time. Once you grab them, the range is limited to 11 meters, so be careful trying to pursue everybody you've grabbed. Just focus on the ones that are the lowest health and highest priority targets. Now I know what you're thinking. Wow, this video is really cool. I should subscribe to him and share this video with my mom. Oh, you weren't thinking that? Fine, whatever. It's not like I wanted your mom to watch anyway. Venom's next ability, Run That Shit Back, resets any damage on you plus an additional 100 health, because why the hell not? This is almost as bad as Lance popping a full restore on his Dragonite for the 3rd time in one fucking game. God damn it, I hate. So the more damage you take, the more effective this becomes. The health you gain isn't permanent though, so you still want to try to find a teammate to heal you or pop on a health pack. His health shenanigans don't stop there. Venom's ult allows them to burrow underground and then pop out to bite enemies and absorb their life essence to then put it into himself. The damage dealt is equal to half of the enemy's current will to live, plus 40, which in turn gets added on top of yours. Unlike the previous ability, this bonus health lasts for 5 seconds before it starts to go down. Your ultimate actually stacks with the previous ability. This is because it ignores the bonus health you get and relies on your base health for the boost. Unlike most ultimate abilities that are seen as finishers, Venom's ultimate should be done as soon as possible. Fight as many full health enemies as you can to give your team the advantage, because now the enemies are at half health and you just got a huge boost to your health pool. Now let's talk combos and teamwork. This first strat is your bread and butter for the start of matches. Start with a web swing, locate a target while in the air, preferably a squishy or low health enemy, dive in, pop your grab, and then finish them off with your tendrils. This next one requires a bit more setup to make happen. Instead of swinging in, save your swing for escape or pursuit. Use your wall crawling abilities to set up a position to dive on enemies to retain your web swing. This way you can reposition for another dive attempt or escape to safe position to allow your teammates to heal you. This last one requires your ultimate ability, with the main difference being what enemy you should be targeting. Normally you want to target a low health squishy target, but when you bring Venom's ultimate in, it becomes more beneficial to target the one with the highest percentage of their health. Locate enemies who have grouped up, the more squishies the better. Dive in, pop your grab while they're knocked up, then you hit them with the munch. This will knock them up again, and since they have barely been able to move, with less than a second before your grab activates, it's free real estate. Anyone who isn't a tank that gets hit by that full combo without outside healing or activating a defensive ability will be watching the spawn screen as soon as your grab hits. Let's talk about team play. I've yapped about what Venom can do on his own, but believe it or not, there's actually 5 other people in this game, so let's subjugate them for our own gain. Not to sound too dramatic, but unless you're playing with friends, you should pretend team play is entirely your responsibility. Rarely do people talk, and when they do, it's usually to complain. So pay attention to where within the team you can provide the most value at any given time. If you see your Spider-Man teammate moving into attack, go with them. Even though his baby gravy is radioactive, it's better to work together when you can. By the way, that baby gravy comment wasn't a joke. That actually happened. Look it up. Despite Venom not really having any abilities that can benefit the team directly, besides his team-up ability with Penny and Spider-Man, there's still plenty you can do to support your team defensively, like keeping an eye on your backline, specifically your healers in the backline, because if they die, you are probably next. So if you see an enemy dive into your backline, chances are that's who they're targeting. Be sure to make it hard for them by supporting your healers. So in team fights, you want to position yourself so you're in front of your squishy allies, preventing them from taking damage and allowing yourself to be healed easily. You are big as hell, so act like it. Let's talk matchups. There's 33 characters in this bitch and we don't got time for all that, so I'll just do one from each category. Luna Snow. This Icy Queen's kit is really good at keeping you away. If she has her ice ball ready, consider your dive attempt canceled. That on top of her ice skating passive, she can easily put distance between you. And her ult is impossible for you to damage through alone. To deal with this, look for her stun to be on cooldown and try to bait her ultimate out before fully committing to an attack. The Punisher, unlike Luna Snow, has zero crowd control options. Really, your biggest threat is his shotgun, but as long as you hit him first, your health pool should let you come out on top. Diving his turret is usually a bad idea as it can be hard to get damage on him, but sometimes it works. Let's end with a mirror match. A few key things to keep in mind when fighting Venom is Venom. You want to be the one who dives last. If you see an enemy Venom swinging, you should go into the air so you can dive onto where they dive. Whoever uses their healing ability first loses. Focus on getting headshots and have better positioning for healing and health packs to be sure they use theirs before you do. This last tip goes for everybody fighting Venom. Don't let them catch you alone. Their biggest strength is the sudden burst of health they get, which makes it so easy for them to win a 1v1. Venom's a mobile, highly durable tank that has incredible single target damage, and whose main job is to focus on squishy and low health enemies. And this season, he's got 150 boost to his HP, so enjoy that while it's here. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'm gonna teach you how to Venom. The adrenaline momentum, I know when I'm ever in Venom.